is up everyone, welcome to the second episode of AskYudiJ. I'm like super excited to shoot this because I wasn't expecting that good of a response, so super grateful, thank you and gratitude for showing that love and support for my this series which I started. And that's why I decided that I'll do like every week, so every Saturday I'm planning to do AskYudiJ. So if you have questions, make sure to send them. If you don't ask questions, then this series will not make a sense, so because I answer questions for you, so make sure to send questions and hashtag AskYudiJ. Anyway, before we get into questions and answer, let's roll the beautiful intro. Okay, before even we get into the question, I know that I'm super excited, super hyped, so that's why my energy level is like so high. But anyway, I want to share a couple news with you which I think I should share with you. One is I'm gonna be the first international and first Indian student for board of directors for CSU Chico, which is amazing. California State University at Chico, like amazing achievement of my life. I am just super happy. And two is a lot of other universities want to collaborate with me. More details will come on that once those deals, or not deals, but once those collaboration get finalized. Three, I am coming to India in November, which is finalized. I booked my ticket, so I'm super excited. I'm coming for my cousin's wedding, so we will do a meetup, but I just don't know the details yet. But from December 1st to December 10th is when I'm gonna be free, so we will have a lot of time. I'm gonna stay in Mumbai, so that's probably where I'll do meetup. I might do different cities. I just don't know yet I don't know any details yet, so those details will come. Without any ado, let's start the first question. First question is a follow-up of my first video. If you haven't watched, go watch the first episode. This is a follow-up of my 25 lakhs rupees of expenses from Rahul Patel. He's asking, Bhai, Tamara, he's asking in Gujarati, so I'll read it in Gujarati and then I'll translate what it means. Bhai, Tamara total 25 lakh જ નો ખર્ચો થયો હતો કે બીજા તમે નિકાલ્યા હતા અને કેટલા બીજા પૈસા નિકાલ્યા, total ખર્ચો કેટલો થયો? Basically he's trying to say that you mentioned in my last video that you only took 25 lakhs rupees of loan for education. So was that the only cost, or did you happen to have more? And if that was more, then what is the total amount? And then there's another question by Vishnu Vegapalli. Can you make the video of why you joined Chico State University more fast than can we, and when can we can expect? So you know, this one of the reason ties into this answer, and this answer probably going to take a lot of this part of this episode. So to answer this question, you have to understand how the fee system works for Chico State. In Chico, you pay every semester, you pay registration fees, which was about $4,000 for me, and then you also pay credit fees. So I took 5 semesters instead of 4. Traditionally you will take 2 years of masters, which will have 4 semesters, and then you know, I took 5 because there's a reason behind it, and that reason is coming in next video, Wednesday. Watch that one. I took 5 semesters, so and then my last semester I was a part-time student. I know as soon as I say that, you're gonna be like, what do you mean by part-time student? Part-time student basically means to be an eligible full-time student, you have to take 9 credits. If you don't take 9 credits, then you become a part-time student, and you are only allowed to be a part-time student in your master's program once a semester. Like out of entire masters, you can do 1 part-time semester. And then you know, other rules followed by colleges and all of that. I will make proper education system wala video, but forget all of that. The point is, each semester I paid $4,000, so 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4 semester, full 4 semester, that's 16,000. And then my last semester I was a part-time, so I only paid half, which is 2,000 more, so $18,000. And at that time when I came in 2014, the price for dollar was 60 rupees. So if you do the math, it was 10 lakhs 80,000, something around 10 lakhs 80,000. So let's round it up to 11 lakhs. And the numbers I'm giving you is approximately, so you know, you will get an idea what I'm trying to say. So that's registration fees, but I also had to pay per credit, which means each subject I take, I have to pay, you know, the credit fees for each subject. which means we had to take 36 to get master's degree, but I took 42 because I had to take extra semesters, so I had to take some extra classes. I mean, I didn't had to, I wanted to. I took entrepreneurship and project management. That will come in the next video, which is coming out on Wednesday. So the total was 42 into 300. That was the price for my per credit class, which is roughly around, if you calculate, that's about 7,50,000 rough figure. So if you do 7,50,000 plus 11 lakhs, which is about 17,50,000, add another 1,50,000 for my visa applications and classes and coaching and counseling and all of that. So all of that becomes 19 lakhs. Now I said in my last video I took a loan of 25 lakhs, which means 6 lakhs is still remaining. Now coming to my living expenses, which is Chico is not super expensive at all. My rent was about $225, and then all my food expenses and everything else, if you calculate it, my expenses was only $500. Since I had 5 semesters, which is 30 months, if you calculate 500 into 30, which is $15,000, if you do the math, it's 9 lakhs rupees. So 19 plus 9 lakhs is 28 lakhs rupees. Now you're again questioning your head like, hey, you took only loan of 25 lakhs. How did you manage another 3 lakhs? I know that's the question, right? So as a student, I also worked on campus for student campus job. Now I did not have any job in first semester. My job started like at the end of my first semester. So I roughly worked around 25 months. Let's do 25 months because I started working in like December of my first semester. So 25 months, and out of 25 months I had 2 summers, which means I had 2 full summers as a full-time employee. In summer you can do full-time job, in regular semesters you can only do 20 hours. So when you have full-time, you make double the money. My monthly salary as a student was $1,100. So if you do the math, 1,100 into 25 is $27,500. But since I worked 2 summers as a full-time, double my salary, so the total was, and then my second summer, it was an internship experience. It wasn't a student job. I was working as an intern, so my salary was a little bit higher. So the total money I made as a student, before I graduated, was about $35,000. So if you do the math, which is $35,000 into 60, which is 21 lakhs rupees. So 21 lakhs, I took a loan of 25, and then my last calculation we were at 28. Deduct everything, remaining 7 lakhs rupees, which is about $10,000, which got done in my first few salaries of when I graduated. That's how I got rid of my loan, and I bought a house and I bought a car, which is also paid off, and then I got married also on my expenses. So that's, and I also did a lot of personal financing and investing and all of that. So I'll talk about all of that in the separate video, but I hope I answered that question, and sorry it took forever for me to answer this question, but I wanted you to understand that it's possible, and be very smart, be very strategic. I don't believe in college branding and ranking, because if you go to USC and Purdue and all of those branded colleges, you will end up getting a loan of 70 lakhs, 80 lakhs rupees. It'll take forever to get rid of that loan, and I basically took Chico State route and still make more money and be smart. And again, I have nothing against those colleges. They are great colleges to be in. If you can afford it, for sure go. That's why I made a video on how to select university, and there are 4 circles, which is priorities. My money priority was way high than anything else, and so whatever your priorities are. Moving on to the second question, I already took up like entire video for the answering the first question, but I think it was helpful. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comment if was it helpful. Okay, next question is by Duhita Shrimal. Where did the name Yudi come from? Your real name is Pritesh. So was just curious. I'm glad you're curious, and I'm glad you asked this question because I wanted to tell this story. So way back in 2004, I think when I was in my 8th standard, there was a TV show called Kasauti Zindagi Ke. If you remember, I don't even know if you know this show. Let me play this clip. Kasauti Zindagi Ke, Kasauti Zindagi Ke. Yeah, so if you saw this TV serial, it was on Star Plus, and there was a character called Yudi, which is this guy. And if you see him, people thought that I had very similar attributes, not like look wise, but also like his, character itself, like behavior, personality, and attitude, and all of that. So anyway, I like the character after I heard about him, and then I just adopted the name because I liked the name as well, and then just became my name. After that, I started telling everyone that my name is Yudi. I don't know why, but I just resonated then with that name. A lot of time I think that I want to change my name officially, but there's a lot of paperwork which makes me feel like it's okay. I can still tell people that my name is Yudi. And in fact, if you come to my office right now and you go and ask someone that you want to meet Pritesh, nobody will know that. They will be looking at you and you're like, who are you talking about? So that's how everybody knows by Yudi. Next question is by Shubham Chatterjee. Sir, if I'm doing an MS coursework and apply for F1 visa, do I need to take work experience letter from my current professor for the interview? No, you don't need letter from your current professor unless you are working as a research assistant with your professor. Then yeah, but otherwise you don't. You do need letter of recommendation, which is different than work experience letter. Next question is by Techno King. How much percentage of tax we have to pay for the salary we get in California? It's a very different, very complicated answer, but when you're a student, you have to pay about 12%. When you are on OPT, you have to pay about 18%. Then you get don't quote me on this. I'm gonna make a proper research detailed video on taxes and how to save taxes as well, which is what I did a lot. But and then on H1B you have to pay 33% tax, but that's the maximum tax you have to pay. But then if you get married, then you get a tax benefit, and then if your wife is dependent on you, you get another tax benefit. There's just a lot to talk about on this topic, but in general, H1B 33%, and if you are on OPT, you pay less tax, plus you don't have to pay for social and Medicare tax. It's just complicated. Cannot answer in one way, but 33% is what you pay if you're on H1B. Next question is by Vanita Lalwani. Can I migrate to Canada or any other country abroad after doing MIS in US? What is the scope of MIS in other parts of the world apart from USA, especially India? Plus, thank you because of your video. Thank you. All right, so yes, totally. I think you can totally go to different countries. Canada is for sure an option. A lot of my friends have been going there. I made a video right there. You should go and check that video. He applied for Canada. He got a PR. I have another friend who actually just got a PR, and he also got a job. I'm waiting for him to come on my channel and he can talk about how he found a job when he went there. But it is totally possible, and in fact, that friend of mine also did MIS, so it is totally possible. Scope in India is a little sketchy because if you just do MIS and go back, then I don't think it's very helpful. You're not going to get very good pay. You probably have a good degree, but that will not make your pay higher. But if you take an experience, if you have OPT for 3 years, take 3 years of experience and go back to India, you probably will make about anywhere from 12 lakhs to 45 lakhs, so even more. I have a friend who did that and went, and now he's working for Flipkart making about 45 lakhs rupees. So that should answer your question. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop here because it's already super long, but I really wanted to get into the detail of those questions, so I hope it was helpful and also entertaining. I tried to not become boring. Anyway, so come back on the next Saturday. I will try to do this every Saturday, and I'll pick up a lot more questions. If I haven't picked up your question, I promise. And if you have more questions, please make sure to comment on the video. #AskYudiJ with the question you have. It doesn't have to be related to career or education in the United States. It can be any question. And also, until our next episode, keep smiling and keep hustling.